Welcome back to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
Hey everyone, it's Mike.
And today we're listening to an album called Awaken, My Love. It's by an artist named Childish Gambino. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Yeah, we talked about him a bunch.
His real name is Donald Glover. He's one of the most talented, probably, people in general, artists of my generation, I think. He started his career as doing comedy and acting.
Wow.
He was in that show Community. I don't know if you remember that show. It was on for like 5 or 6 seasons back on NBC.
The substitute teaching, like in night classes and things.
Honestly, I don't know much about the show.
It was the guy
because I didn't never watch it.
The guy who played the enemy of Bear.
Yeah, Joel McHale.
Yeah, he was the teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's where he got his start.
Wow.
He was doing that. He was doing stand-up comedy.
Wow.
As Donald Glover, and then started the musical project Childish Gambino as a rapper. So this is always the interesting part where when I'm looking into albums, I've followed him for a very, very long time. Everything that he's done, which I'll get into, but
Have you seen him?
no, never seen him. He's touring this year, actually. So this is his third album that we're going to be doing. This is from 2016.
Do you own any of his albums?
Not on vinyl, no.
Okay.
But if I were to get one, this would probably be the one.
Okay.
So yeah, it's his third album. He doesn't have that many albums. He has 4 over like a span of 10 years. So he's not super active with putting out music, but that's because he does a lot of other shit. Like his show Atlanta. I was just telling you the other day that ended, the FX show. That was one of my favorite shows. Fantastic. And that was like 5 seasons. So he was doing that. Also making music for that show.
Wow.
Because the main character in that show is a rapper. That's his cousin, but he's the one that he made all the music for the rapper as him. So he was doing that for a long time.
Talented.
But I was looking into this album because it's what we're doing today. And I never knew this ever. I guess I just never took the time to read into it, but it was produced by this Swedish producer, or co-produced by the Swedish producer named Ludwig Göransson, who's like a massive, massive name in production, movie soundtracks. He did the entire Oppenheimer score.
Wow.
And then I was like, wow, I saw the name and I was like, how did I not know that he did this? And he's done a lot of things, like with Christopher Nolan. Like he's done a bunch of movie soundtracks and scores.
Wow.
So he's like an extremely talented musician. Then I was like, I wonder how that link up happened, like between that and Childish Gambino. And one of the first things that Ludwig Göransson did was the score for the show Community.
Oh, wow.
That was his first break into the industry.
Oh, my God.
So Donald Glover met him during
On the
that.
set.
And then they became friends, and then they started working on his Childish Gambino music together. And he's worked with him from like day one all the way up until like his whole career, basically, which I had no idea.
Wow.
So yeah, this is his third album. He's very multi-talented. It's hard to believe. And this was like another shocking.
Nice pecs.
Yeah, this is another shocking thing. Because like everyone knew him for the acting and comedy and rapping then after he broke into it. And then he took another left turn and went into this different genre.
I guess it looks like he could, he hasn't settled on being a rap artist or just solely music. He seems like he's dabbling in everything until something really, really hits.
But not really.
No?
I mean, he dabbles in everything, but the things that it's not like
is his core.
It's not fluky. The things he does are like incredible. Like his acting is super, super high level. He was just in that Mr. and Mrs. Smith show, the new one, the Amazon one.
Okay.
Which again, he created, wrote, directed.
Wow.
Wrote and directed and starred in Atlanta, which ran for 5 seasons, which won countless awards.
Wow.
Won a shit ton of Grammys also for all his music.
Man.
And then had like a pretty successful stand-up comedy career at the beginning of his career.
Wow.
So it's like...
So a lot of people know him too.
Oh yeah. And what's cool is I feel like a lot of people know him for whatever thing that was, like whether it was Atlanta or whether it's his music or anything that he does. So yeah, he's a fascinating human being. Intro track is called Me and Your Mama.
Like a music box.
Yeah. So it's going to be fascinating for me listening to it now, knowing that it's Ludwig, that composer, doing it's pretty cool.
Reverberating bass line there. Boom. How the drum kind of bounces up and down like a pebble dropping on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. What was the title again?
Me and Your Mama.
I was waiting for something to come up, but it's just a random title.
Doesn't
for sure.
say it at all in
No.
the song.
I like the vibe. The vibe is chill, very chill. Yeah, the screaming felt very Prince-like.
Yeah.
Very soulful, very funky. Yeah, it just had a nice chill vibe. Good opening track.
Yeah, it's a great opener.
Like puts you really in a.
I mean, the whole beginning is just that chant, the I'm in the way.
Yeah.
And then you get Gambino. That's him, like the screaming vocals and stuff there. And then a long unwind of the
Pretty cool
musics and drums.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a great track. That's definitely an earworm one that
yeah,
the melody gets
very
stuck
easy
in your
to
head,
pick
very
up
easy.
on. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that.
Very good vibe.
Not probably what you would expect from a song called Me and Your Mama.
No, I especially thinking it might be some rapping, but I was like, oh wow.
I think it's like some reference to the song Miss Jackson by Outkast, where he's like Me and Your Mama, because he also says this isn't just puppy love, which is also a lyric in Miss Jackson by Outkast.
Okay.
So I think there's some sort of reference to that. Yeah, definitely don't forget hearing that for the first time. It's definitely one of those songs that sticks with you, especially after hearing like him being a rapper all the up until that point. Hearing that song as like an opening track is very like
Yeah, more like
what is this?
yeah, definitely more like something you'd hear on a Prince. The singing and
The groove.
yeah, just the groove. Really
Yeah.
cool vibe.
Track 2 is called Have Some Love.
Have a word for your brother. Have some time for one another. Really love one another. It's so hard to find. Have a word for your brother. Have some time for one another. Really love one another. It's so hard to find. Every hour, every hour. When you want it, you got to want it. Have a word for your brother. Have some time for one another. Really love one another. It's so hard to find.
Say it again.
Have a word for your brother. Have some time for one another. Really love one another. It's so hard to find. And I hope and I pray we will find it someday. We have got to really stay together. We think so. Have a word for your brother. Have some time for one another. Really love one another. It's so hard to find. Have a word for your brother. Have some time for one another. Really love one another. It's so hard to find.
He could have named this one "Me and Your Mother."
Or me and your brother.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, that's just you get me.
I know.
I mean, shit. That's like Lenny Kravitz stuff.
Yeah.
I just anything with that kind of soul and heartbeat, I just love it.
Yeah. And it's always just so fascinating to me how good he is at anything that he attempts. Like this was his first attempt at making a non-rap record, and it's like
I wouldn't.
if I hadn't prefaced that.
If you hadn't told me he had done any rap, I wouldn't. I mean, this is like
It sounds like what he does.
it sounds like Lenny Kravitz, Prince. So
Yeah,
far, the first
it's
two
phenomenal.
are wrapped into, wrapped around a funk drive. Great.
It's all feel good stuff.
Rhythm lyrics go right with the rhythm. Yeah, still great vibe.
Yeah. Another catchy
Oh man,
catchy refrains that repeat over and
I
over.
love it.
That work their way into your
nothing
head.
complicated. Just give me that music, baby.
Just sounds great. Yeah. I love it. Track
Look at
3.
me influencing you with your funkadelic little white ass.
You would never have listened to this album if it wasn't for me.
It doesn't matter. I've listened to that music long before you were born.
Track 3 is called Boogieman.
With a gun in your hand, I'm your boogeyman. I'm gonna come and get you. If you point a gun at my rising sun, though we're not the one. But in the bowels of your mind, we have done the crime. Yeah. Boogeyman, you got to help us, can you? Yes, I can.
Yeah, so there's a little more experimental, a little more Tyler the Creator kind of vibe for me. Cowbell.
Killer drums in all these songs.
Oh wow, yeah.
With a gun in your hand, I'm your boogeyman. I'm gonna come and get you. my niggas worth.
That one grew on you a little bit?
Yeah, a lot. No, I mean the whole thing. Very experimental, but still feels very 70s. Very, throwback. I didn't think anybody was doing this kind of stuff currently. Nice to hear it.
Yeah.
With a twist. With his own, stretching of the words and the play of the sounds. I think it's cool, man.
Yeah, it's like a modern Boogieman, which is like a guy with a gun in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it just doesn't, I just love the simplicity of it all. Nothing hard to figure out. I'm just loving the music.
Yeah, it definitely music forward, melody forward. I mean, there's still some really cool like themes and concepts, I think, in the songs, but like, it's not like lyrically
thematic,
hard to follow. Or again, it's just a enjoyable listening experience.
Yeah, it's like you found this groove. I mean, some great electric guitar. I mean,
that whole riff.
Yeah,
so sick. Track 4 is called Zombies. So after Boogieman, you get Zombies.
Walking all around us, you can hear them coming. You can hear them breathing down your spine. All I see is zombies.
I don't know what that is.
Could be a little bit of the one where you blow into the little bit, but tweak where you where you blow into it and you play the guitar. Yeah,
Cool sound though.
damn. Jeez. I'm telling you, man.
That's good. Good music.
Each track has its own vibe.
They're so different, right? They're so separate.
And this one had such a mix of like chill 70s vibe, but then there definitely is no hidden message there about the zombies. It sounds like record executives, or anybody in the music industry who's
Stealing your soul, eating you alive.
Yeah,
eating
I
your
love
profit.
that. We're coming to get you. We're all so glad we met you. Yeah, that's like the
The chanting, the marching towards you to suck all your money away. Really cool track.
But I mean, Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's unique for sure. I like it. I like it. Like I could even see, I could fit that in there, you know? Like I like how he, you know, he's just having fun with it.
Yeah. And a lot of like, he picks those refrains and then just plays with them for, you know, lets them, like they even do the whispering at the end. They whisper it at the end and then.
I'm digging it.
It really just feels like
I don't know if you can still say that.
Yeah. Track 5 is a short one. It's called Riot. It's only 2 minutes.
And the ups and downs of going hard and then soft and starting out slow, then up. He's nice positioning of the song.
Yeah.
Nothing gets too
stale.
Yeah. I like how he's getting the lyrics in with a little bit of a message, but it's not.
He just
like,
drops it on you.
Actually, if I wasn't even looking at the words, I might not pick up on all of them.
Yeah.
Like it's so subtle, but
the focus is definitely the melodies and music, 100%.
But the feel of where he's like that, it's about what he's saying. Yeah, his titles are interesting as compared to the songs.
Yeah,
they're not easily.
Yeah, it's not
understandable
connection.
Where Riot. Okay,
like I mean, but that feels like an empowering, right? Like empowering song. So I guess it kind of has that like fighting spirit.
Yeah.
Like fly, everyone. You know, don't let them walk over you. Whatever. That's just a fun.
Cool.
Yeah, fun song. I think that's the shortest one. Yeah, it's sort of
definitely a lift after Zombie.
Oh yeah, the other one's so.
But he's done that so far. Like whether there hasn't been 2 in a row yet of
super
chill.
Yeah. So this is the most popular song. So this is the one you might have heard. Good chance you've heard. This is track 6. It's called Redbone. Not ring a bell? First time? Oh, nice. That's exciting.
No.
You like it so far?
Oh, you kidding? So many images I got in my mind of like,
It's a classic song, really.
Oh, man. That's made me hungry right there. Peanut butter, chocolate cake, and Kool-Aid. Great bass.
Yeah. Instrumental is phenomenal.
It's like musical porn.
Yeah.
Jesus. It's like
It's probably one of the best songs.
this is a boning
of
song
our
for
generation.
sure, man.
I'm so excited. It's your first time hearing it.
Oh, here comes the classical piano. I mean,
It's
that's
classic.
that's like intravenous for me. If you're feeling anything, just give me some of that, and I'm good.
And his singing is
Oh,
stellar.
it's. I mean, I'm interested to know if Prince had ever heard any of this. I can't remember when Prince passed.
He died a few months before this album came out.
Oh, because
6 months before this album came out.
I mean, I would be very interested to see if he would,
Yeah.
of course, in the age of internet and stuff, if he would have.
I wonder if he got to hear it before it was released to the
Wow.
public.
I love how every track has got such a unique vibe. While it resembles stuff from the 70s
Yeah.
or Prince, it's just unique in that, Stay Woke, that wasn't around. Little messages, again, infiltrating the lyrics, but nothing heavy or political or, the focus is definitely on the instrumentation.
Yeah, the sound is just.
But he's got some,
This is like the first song where he really shows off the.
some real chops.
Yeah. The falsetto for the whole song.
Whole
song. And then having the screaming, the belches in the background while he's singing is so good.
I
mean, that-
just right
like-
there.
It's probably one of the most like
I never
iconic
heard
songs of like the 2010s.
I
Like
can't
the,
get over it. I mean, I don't know where
the beat is itself. The instrumental itself is extremely just like
and then
classic
the
at this
one
point.
string, the bass, just like that.
Like
Here it comes.
I mean,
One string, one note.
they created
makes
some
such
magic in that
makes
studio.
such a
And I never knew that was Ludwig. I mean, this is the same guy that made all these soundtracks, these amazing musical soundtracks. Yeah, it's just a phenomenal song. Track 7 is called California.
okay.
Big switch. from the
Jackson
last-
5.
She wants to move to California. She must have fucking lost her mind. She wants to move to California.
Okay, here's a heavy bass.
So they get
Yeah.
you every time.
Just like those Brazilian things you blow into. Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I go watching. Make a girlfriend giggle. Make a feel so official.
It's like that. Reminds me of like those Eminem voices he would do, like the
Yeah, but
comedic ones.
I mean, this is so interesting because it it has a
still has the
reggae
groove.
vibe,
Yeah.
a Jamaican feel, but he's upgrading it to something
Yeah.
unique to his own. That one just felt to me like you're on the side of the pool
Yeah.
with a nice big, tropical drink and your straw hat, and you got your, maybe the steel drum band is over there, maybe doing a cover of it. That song feels like it could be done so many different ways because it feels like the genesis of it is Caribbean in a way,
Yeah.
even as funny sounding as his voice could be, I could see that being played just, by any cover band in a tropical setting. Or
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Track 8 is called Terrified.
Even his choice of, so the slap
sounds, yeah.
instrument, the pan flute, the synths.
Always be around.
Wow.
Catch a nigga coming creeping behind you. People want you underground.
It's like Smokey Robinson.
Do we misbehave? You know that you're the one. Stand back. Just you know that you're the one.
We're gonna have to do a Prince album.
I think so. We've talked about him way too much.
Yeah, you might not have heard a lot of them. I don't know if you've heard every one, but
I know Purple Rain, like,
yeah, but
I don't know anything really
yeah,
outside of that.
I mean, all the other ones like Raspberry Beret and oh man, it's just
that evil laughing is throughout a lot of the
yeah.
background.
Zombie. Oh, a lyric that made it into the a title that made it into the song.
Oh, right. Yeah, one of the few.
You can't hide from me.
I'm gonna have to have that on Spotify in the car because
Beautiful.
I mean, all of these are just, very unique, very cool sounding. I mean, I love it a lot.
A lot of cool concepts and musical concepts. Like, you could tell each one has a very clear, like, sound that it's going for, and
there's
they just
no
dive
repetition
in.
whatsoever. Other than,
beautiful.
when he's able to get passionate with his voice, but man.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. Track 9 is called Baby Boy.
Little hands, little feet, tiny heart, tiny beat. Oh, thinking about the time we spent falling in love together. Don't take my baby boy. Oh, don't take my pride and joy.
I mean, and honestly, like, you know how like when you watch American Idol and people sing songs by someone else?
Yeah.
Like if I was trying to win something, I feel like this could be covered by male,
Oh, man.
female.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, oh.
I like that. Oh.
Don't take my baby boy. Don't take my pride and joy.
Oh. I'm not even. There's nothing more for me to say. You got to just cut it.
It's
Let's
like,
go to the last track and wrap this up.
Well, we have two more, but
Oh, two more. Okay, well, we're gonna do 10.
it's like
I don't know what to say anymore.
it's like on one hand, this album is so chill, like you could totally feel yourself like just chilling and relaxing. But on the other hand, it's so the other part of it is so like powerful and like groovy and strong. But the over like it's an interesting blend of like
it really is.
you know, it's soft, it's not abrasive, but it's like calming. But I guess I'm describing soul music.
Yeah,
basically.
soul, blues,
That's
you
just
name
what
it.
it makes you feel, like.
It's definitely like the Neapolitan ice cream.
So the intro track is Me and Your Mama, and track 10 is The Night Me and Your Mama Met.
You were listening to this at 16 and 11?
Yeah.
And I did good.
You're proud of yourself?
Yes. Gorgeous.
Back to the group. Just key change.
Just playing with the, yeah.
Beautiful song.
I'm going to be listening. You're going to be hearing this on Alexa.
Man,
You're
it's
going to
so
be
good.
hearing this on the TV. I'm going to be playing this while I'm working for sure.
There's some albums.
I mean, I honestly, just not only that, but I love this type. So to hear it again, where it's not classic stuff that I've heard 100,000 times
From the 70s
to
or
just
80s,
have
yeah.
a new thing to have going on in my head. I mean, I can't tell you how many times Pink Pony Club I've gone
my
to
God.
I've gone to bed with it and woken up with it, and you know, just even humming it, and I feel like I'm gonna be wanting to pick up on these.
It's a really great. That's honestly
this
one of my
is-
favorite songs on there, and it has no lyrics, but it's just gorgeous music.
I mean, that's like Jimi Hendrix.
So this is the final track.
Take Me Home.
It's called Stand Tall, which if you remember in
He said it in
Baby Boy,
Yeah,
he was telling him
stand
to
stand tall.
When the sun is rising over streets so barren, since the evening colors flash before my eyes.
Wow,
This is like
that's the
his
first
total
time.
natural,
First time.
total full natural
The
voice.
very last track.
Yes, like this is what he sounds like. Like
Amazing.
no warping, no changing of
no
his voice
hiding,
or-
no
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
I feel like a child so young and new. In 92 I listened
And still sounds
to
great.
what my father said. Keep all your dreams, keep standing tall. If you are strong, you cannot fall.
Keep all your dreams, keep standing tall.
Oh, no, no, no.
If you are strong, you cannot fall.
If you are strong, oh no, there is a voice inside us all. So smile, oh, when you can, oh, when you can.
It's like a beautiful funk. That's what I would describe this as.
With no commentary. We just have to, now that we've listened to it, just
Yeah.
go back and appreciate it from start to finish.
The switches in this song are just awesome.
There is more out there.
Keep all your dreams, keep standing tall. If you want
Come here, mommy. My
And it cuts.
I mean, that one felt a lot like Michael Jackson. Even the scream there, the
Yeah.
and the harmonies.
He had a lot of those like chanted choruses.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Oh man, that song's a journey though. It's a perfect closing track. Like taking that refrain and repeating it like they do on other songs, but all the musical switches behind it, like the electronic and
there was a point there it even had
acoustic
like
and-
the early '80s rap, like
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just yeah.
I am so glad you chose this. I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I have like a big list of all these artists that I made way back, and I check mark them all like once we've checked them out.
Yeah,
And he's been on there for a long time, but
I could see you getting this vinyl. I mean, that would be so worth it.
yeah, it is. Yeah, I have a long list of that too.
Man,
If I could buy every vinyl,
Yeah,
I wanted,
really.
I gotta pick and choose. But
wow,
it's always hard now. Like when we go revisit something, I've done it before.
I know.
It's like
I know.
shit,
How good is
that would
this?
be a
How
good
good
vinyl
must
to
this
have.
sound?
I did it for when we did Anderson Park the last time. I was like, shit, I never bought this on vinyl. I had to
Mm-hmm.
get it. It's just sonically a gorgeous record.
Yeah, it
is
really
a
just
gorgeous
feels
record.
like a journey, a retro but modern, funky but soulful, bluesy, but there was even a little bit of the Caribbean thrown in. Beautiful voice, singing voice. But then when he wants to let the instrumentation shine, he puts his vocals in the back, so much so that if I didn't have the lyrics there, I might not, even know what was being said because it's so soft. I just give it 2 thumbs up all the way.
Yeah, it really is a great record. It's one that I always like doing this too because I'm also picking for me.
Yeah.
So it's like
To because you just feel like hearing it again.
exactly like because there's a lot of albums I've heard a bunch of times or I've been listening to a lot lately or whatever.
And it's like I don't want to listen to that.
Exactly,
Again.
and I had one that I knew people would want to see,
Yeah.
but I'm like I don't really want to listen to that whole thing.
You're
And
not
I'm
a
like,
slave to your audience. I
Yeah.
get it. That's good.
but then I'm like, this is an artist we haven't done, and I haven't listened to this album in quite some time. So I was like, I'm definitely gonna enjoy sitting through it again.
I loved
the
it,
whole
man.
way, all the way through.
I loved it.
Like some songs I go back to a lot, or just randomly play. Like when I'm not
Yeah.
playing the album, like Me and Your Mama. I mean, that song like at nighttime in the car. Mike, my friend Mike, who's coming back home Friday. We used to always like late at night if we're driving home somewhere, sitting in the car, we would play that
go-to.
full blast, and it's like it's the best.
We're gonna have to
like-
get Mike on the channel.
I know. He's shown me
He
a lot
needs a
of
cameo.
He's
Yeah,
shown me a lot of
he's
good artists,
influenced
too.
you a lot.
But I remember him. So it was like maybe a year or two after this album had come out when I had already listened to it. But like I said, at that time I didn't dive in that deep because I was really into
Sure.
rap then and wasn't really getting into
16 years old, Kanye was right there for you.
Yeah, and like I was listening to like Logic and like Kendrick. Like I was really into like rap. So this was like, I liked it. But I remember one
But it was
day
like a secret pleasure.
one day specifically, we were like sitting in the car and he was like, we played this like full volume and I was like, oh shit. And I was like, this is actually like, I've never listened. It's also, the environment makes a difference too. Like I'd
Oh.
never like been in a car with the like I'd maybe listen to it in school on my headphones.
Yeah, but
it's a
not
whole
it.
different.
Right.
It's like wow, like you
Yeah.
get to take it in. Even when we sit here, it's a different like.
Yeah, I mean,
You're really paying attention to the
If you were to
sounds.
kill the lights and put that,
Oh, the LEDs.
yeah, the
Oh man. And then you get to hear this. It's
that
like a
would be
magical.
awesome. And the one with the angels.
Oh yeah, the mama, me and your mama
Yeah,
came, met.
I mean,
Just beautiful.
yeah, come on. I feel like Jimmy Fallon. Come on, that's how you do it.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
He's the best. So yeah, that was "Awaken My Love."
Great.
I love it. It's a great album.
I do too.
I'm just gonna show you. I definitely want to show you just him singing that
Okay.
thing, and then just a little glimpse of
the rap.
yeah,
Okay.
just a little piece,
Okay.
just so you can get like a
Okay.
like, and then now that I know you're on board, like I definitely want to show you like like another album and then like the
Yeah,
EPs
I'm down.
just to get.
Sure.
But again, I'm doing this because I actually I don't know for sure, but actually I think within a matter of a couple hours, his new song's supposed to come out.
Oh wow.
Which, had we been recording at the time, would have been a good thing. But anyways,
We could do it tomorrow.
yeah. Well, so like this is the start of his rollout now officially, like album rollout. So I'm glad that we're getting on board, or I'm getting you on board before we get to check it, because I'm very excited to hear that album. It's been a really active year for music, and there's still a lot to
mean-
come that I'm looking forward to.
I mean, we've gone through a big
There's a
spin
lot.
of the wheel of
It's been a
artists.
very active year in music. Every genre too.
Kendrick.
Pop, rap.
Yeah, you name it.
I mean,
right.
it's just been very active.
Definitely. Beyonce.
And there's still so much coming.
And that's all new stuff. It's not like,
Yeah.
we're not, we've gone so far from
I feel like there's been rare.
your older albums that you've heard.
Yes.
We're doing like,
We're doing a lot more current stuff just because there's been a lot
they
coming
just
out.
keep pumping it
Yeah,
out.
so-
It's awesome.
So yeah, that was Wake My Love. So if you're new here, hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
We post videos every week.
Thumbs up.
And if you want to check out those other reactions we're doing, you can hop on the Patreon. The link will be below. Besides that, thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week with a new album and new video. Peace.